Abusing grandma. Well, back in 96, I think it was, we all went to Mexico. Grandma, me, Alice, Tina, and it was pure hell, as is any vacation with them. Grandma was bullied the entire time, and Alice did nothing to stop it. She just laughs it off because she will take no accountability for the monster that she created. She even took me to a therapist, I don't know, I think it was probably grade 8 or so. And when the therapist said that Alice Sellers, the Wicked Witch of West Vancouver, needed to be a parent and implement structure and discipline and prevent Tina from bullying me, guess who quit therapy? That's right. Alice quit therapy because she didn't want to be told that she was a shit parent who did absolutely fuck all. No. Yeah. Her intentions were to have me fixed. And so when that didn't happen, it was, okay, we don't need to go back there anymore. Pure denial. Just like she denies the fact that Grandma was being bullied that entire vacation. However, my grandma refused to speak to Alice and Tina for the rest of her life until she was dying. And then she was forced, because she needed help and had nobody else. She was forced into calling Alice so that she could have somebody, bathe her, etc. Because I was in Europe. And at the very end, Tina came one day to see my grandma and sat in the other room the entire time. I don't think she even said one word to her. And to this day, Alice has held hostage the jewelry that Grandma left for me and my other 2 female cousins. No, she says stupid things like, oh, she's afraid that we're going to sell it, so she'll just keep it safe for us in her safe. Yeah, right. Okay, so is that why you're also keeping like 10 pairs of my shoes, probably like 10 garbage bags of clothes, my bed, all my bedding, all my kitchen supplies, a lot of Austin's baby things, everything that we could be using and that we've asked for and that we sent a moving truck to go collect, yet she refused to provide us. And she even sent horrible, nasty fax responses to the safe house we were staying in, where she point blank stated that we would not be getting our things. And over the years, she's continued to hold those things over my head and try and use them as leverage in exchange for Austin. This is the sick, mentally ill games of Alice Sellers, Wicked Witch of West Vancouver. Well, Grandma really showed everybody how she couldn't stand the abuse, and she finally understood some of the abuse, only some of the abuse that I suffered. And now she's rolling over in her grave as Austin is suffering in this hell, being held hostage from everybody that he loves and has ever known. Not one person who has ever known Austin before the abduction has seen or heard from him. Why is that? Oh, maybe because they don't want him to have help escaping this cult-like environment, and they don't want anybody to tell him the truth or validate his feelings when he stated that he does not want to go with the monsters who hurt his mom because he's afraid of them. And in fact, he was told by a fucked up social worker that that's not true. How dare she invalidate my entire existence and lie to my child and pretend that my son is in a safe environment? There are mountains of evidence and police reports to show how my child is being abused. My God, even my own grandma could not take the abuse of these monsters. And that wasn't the first time she stopped talking to them. Spent most of my childhood not having a relationship with my aunts and uncles and my grandma. Because why? Oh, Alice claims they're all jealous of us. Because she is the one, in fact, jealous of them because they have a happier existence than she does. And she couldn't stand the fact that I enjoyed spending time with my relatives and wanting to go to my grandma's house every weekend and doing things with my grandma because she wouldn't do anything with me. There's not one activity that I ever wanted to do that she would do with me. No, instead she claims that everything is dumb and stupid and tries to make you feel like an idiot for even coming up with the idea in the first place, because how stupid are you that you would want to go fishing? I mean, grow up. Like, the amount of abuse that comes out of these monsters is insane. And that's why my son is now being forced to not have contact with anybody. Because he's living in abuse. The same abuse that my grandma could not stand to live in. Same abuse that Austin's sperm donor could not stand to live in, because he in fact left and couldn't stand to live there and called the authorities on them himself. Yet everybody wants to deny these things and pretend that Austin is in a safe place, which is in fact bullshit. Everybody is more concerned about losing their jobs than standing up for the truth and keeping Austin safe. So just as Grandma was abused, now so Austin is being abused.